Perfect timing. We got the heater turning on in our house, so you might get a little background sound. Well, poor California and its weather. California, not known for having extremely cold weather, but cold enough right now that my wife likes the heater on. So we have that fun sound going in the background there. So a little bit ahead of schedule. I had said 8:15, so we'll give a couple of seconds for people to kind of make it into the chat. I don't know what's going on with the thing there.
It always does that. It's weird.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Comics. I literally almost forgot that it was Saturday today. Thank you to Ryan, Sir Sergeant, for reminding me that it was Saturday. He's like, "You guys are going live, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." So Ryan totally reminded me. I was like, the good news is I was laying around reading comic books, so I'll count that as a win. Like that's what I was reading. So I was doing the job, I just wasn't online. Alex says, "Hey Kate, hey Charlie," and then third place.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped to be filling your shoes on The Hunt in 2 weeks. So for those that didn't watch last night, Tony Sanders, JD, and Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson did the Hunt. There was a lot of good live streaming happening last night. They were on at 7. Bueller was on at 5:30, and he had Reggie on his show. We did an unboxing from Big Will at 5. No, it was like 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Too much good stuff streaming last night. But I popped into everything. I was there for all of it. And at the end, they started throwing Alec and I in, saying, "You guys are going to be on. You guys are going to be on." And I had just bought all the books I'm going to probably end up buying from now through to New Year. And I was like, "Can I use the books I bought today?" And they said yes. So then I volunteered to go on. So I'm going to be on The Hunt in 2 weeks, Friday night the 7th, I think it is. I've got some nice dark circles going. I got the I'm not going to call it the Bueller, but it is because I've owned it just as long as he probably has. Good morning, Carlito Classico. How you doing, sir? So we are here Saturday Morning Comics like usual. The girls read like crazy all week. It's just a chance to recap anything they liked or didn't like from the week. Who's got something they want to do first? Ooh, Charlie's ready. They both have one book in common, so maybe we should do that one first. What do you say?
Yeah.
Which book is it, Charlie?
What?
You have this. You both have the same book,
Should we
right?
both share it at the same time?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hold it up. It is All New Wolverine #1. This was a gift from Big Will. He gave us basically the whole run minus 3 issues of the All New Wolverine. Several people told us they really liked it. So they each read issue 1 last night. What do you want to say about it, Charlie?
I think it's really good how they just have like this whole fight in the beginning. It's the whole story. And at first, you think she's going to die because she got hit by a bazooka. But she can't die. And bazooka, it takes her a long time to heal. And then she got caught by the bad guys.
Yeah.
And she just says, "What?" She says, "On 3. And he goes 1, 2, 3 and jumps off the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, right?
And then Angel comes and gets her.
And that was a version of Angel that I don't remember. Do you know
Yeah.
that Angel, Kate? When he's got like these almost like light laser, is that these
Wings.
yellow laser wings?
It
I've
was
never
real
seen this
weird.
Angel before. Did you not remember that part?
I remember the angel. I just didn't really notice that.
Yeah, he's got some unusual wings, and maybe somebody in the chat knows what's going on with the wings. I see Justa Rican's in here, Kachung's in here, Darwin's in here, everybody's here. So it's this version of Angel, and I'm not familiar with it. Right here.
Ooh, that is weird.
His wings look like they're almost made of light. He's really cool. And I'm clearly behind on my X-Men knowledge, so I don't know if this Warren Worthington is a different version of Angel.
Warren.
And
You mean all new angel.
as I was saying when they were saying 1, 2, 3, she jumps, but Angel's not coming, so she says, "Anytime now," and then he comes and gets it.
Well, yeah, and he jokes that like saying 1, 2, 3 and then just jumping is not really a good system for him being able to catch her, right?
Yeah.
Not going to be able to stay. Okay, Kachung, sorry that you can't stay, bud. Ooh, get some shopping done, maybe. Ooh, God, I wish I had a half-price books in my area. They're all like northern Central California or above. There's nothing in Southern California. So my area, I do not get to go to half-price books like Bueller or like Tom and Ryan. So I'm super jealous of those if you have a half-price books near you, I am jealous of that.
And Reggie can't Reggie like walk to a half price books?
I think that's Tom who has one really close to him. Reggie has some in his area because we spotted one in Berkeley, which is not super far. I mean, it's not close, but it's not super far from where Reggie is, from what I understand of that.
He's in
Bay
San
Area.
Fran, right?
He is. He's in one of the suburbs of San Fran. He's outside of the Bay Area. He's like off of the Bay.
Okay.
Okay. So what did you want to say about Wolverine #1?
I
Laura
like the cover
Kinney.
a lot.
The action figure cover.
Yeah. Laura Kinney is the Wolverine.
Yes.
She's not the.
She's the all-new Wolverine.
Yeah.
Kate even pointed out it's got the like toe claw. I don't know if you can see it really well there. The boot has the toe claw right on it.
Yeah.
People are loving the half-price books. The 7 families are here, Carlito. So nobody knows what happened to Angel. So what's going on with Charlie's art germ contest? Never saw anything more about it. Chung wants to know. So far, I've had just 2 people tag me on Instagram with their favorite art germ covers. So if you're on Instagram and you're doing top variant Tuesday, or your show off Sunday or show off Saturday as an art germ cover, just tag me in that post, and then I'll show Charlie, and she's gonna pick through to find the one that she thinks is the best.
Mm-hmm.
So tag me on Instagram for Charlie's Art Germ Challenge. 3,000 comic shops you have on the West Coast. There are a lot of them, but in my area, I think if you did like an hour circumference of me, you might only find like 4 decent comic book shops. And most of those are really far. I've only got one in 10 minutes of me. That's my local comic shop. There's 2 other really good ones, but to hit both of them, it's almost a 2-hour round trip to get in the shops and look. If I'm just doing a quick breeze through and then get back home again, it's about 2 hours. It's a good drive. Reggie's in here. Good to see you, sir. Good morning.
Ryan says he has no art germ covers.
That's shocking. He does a lot of good DC stuff. I mean, that Catwoman run that I keep bragging about is a good, solid run of story. Like, I think the story is really good. I didn't know Catwoman had a sister. Like, that's a whole thing I didn't understand. And so it's like her whole family backstory. It's in Europe. And then you've got this whole amazing series of art germ covers. I think there's a Christmas one coming this month, or next month, I mean, December.
Yeah.
And that's his 6th cover. It's really, really great. Haha. Ryan says he's germ free. No germs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Kate, what's your next pick? Oh, you're gonna go next? Oh, I'm gonna go next. Well, I have to brag about the Comic Book Day book club that was on my channel on Wednesday, because this is definitely the best first issue I've read in a really long time. And if you haven't read Middle West yet, go to your LCS and get it. It's on my pull list now. It is a phenomenal run and a phenomenal book, and I know that it's going to make a phenomenal run. I also enjoyed Archie 700, even though I'm not a huge Archie fan, and the girls are going to take a look at that at some point here.
Definitely.
I know I read an Archie without you. You want to hold on to it? Yeah, put it in your stack. You can hold on to that. So I had to mention that real quick. Beyond that, let's see, 1, 2. I have way more than you girls. So I'll do this. I'm always talking about this Batman, so I'll just quickly run through. This is just a great series. They brought Bane in, and this issue, and Bane is super cool and super creepy. In fact, I'm not a big Bane fan. I don't understand how a luchador on steroids could ever beat Batman. I still think that's a little ridiculous. But this Bane, this version of Bane, is super creepy and really well done.
Daddy, can't you do the voice of Bane?
Oh, I'm not. I'm not going to do my version of Bane, although I'm probably a little better at the one in Dark Knight Rises that you guys have never seen.
Can you do it?
Can you do it? Do some voices for me. What's your first book?
Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and Tigra, and it includes Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, nice. So I'm not a huge Tigra fan, so I don't know enough about her. She was an Avenger, I know that. So they're teaming up to fight. Who are they fighting? Oh, it looks like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, yeah? They're not fighting them, though, right?
No, they're
No,
fighting a
it's
guy
just-
named Zabo, I think.
Level. Yeah, level.
Ryan's like, do it, do the voice. I'm trying to make it to the shop today to get that book. Good for you, Rican. It's a really good read. It's really, really excellent. I sent one of my favorite early art germs to Flacco. Did you?
Yeah,
So what did you like about this one, Kate?
I just like that there was a bunch of. I like team ups. I like when there's a girl. There's 2 girls in that one.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite superheroes is Doctor Strange and Spider-Man.
You like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man if you had to go with the guys, but usually you like the girl heroes, right? Scarlet Witch is one of your all-time faves.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I have a
Marvel
Marvel
team.
team up.
Up with Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch.
So
and
they,
Vision.
and we got these for $1 at my LCS, right? Charlie went through the dollar bins and found these fun Marvel team ups for $1.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a Spider-Man Scarlet Witch issue. Same with that one for $1. You can't go wrong. Darwin says he's about 30 of these. And they're just fun. You get a lot of great characters. So what do you like about this one, Charlie?
Well, I really like it because you've never really seen Vision do something bad. And in this, he does typically everything bad except for the end. You've never seen him hurt Scarlet Witch, and here he hurts Scarlet Witch, and he's hurting everybody.
Oh, my.
Because someone has taken over him
Wow.
and like changed him a lot. And she's having a bad dream. And of course, she wakes up and yells Vision. Then he comes up and scares her.
Oh,
Because she doesn't know he's right there. And then she's talking to him, and suddenly he like melts away, and she gets so scared that she faints.
gotcha.
And yeah.
That on-again, off-again Vision and the Scarlet Witch love affair is very complicated. You can see a little bit of it in White Whale Comics' video he did on the Vision miniseries, but you can see a lot more of it on our channel if you go back and find one of the earliest Kate videos where she breaks down the miniseries Vision and the Scarlet Witch. And then I talk a little bit about Tom King's Vision run, but there's a lot of good Vision Scarlet Witch drama there. Very dramatic.
So here.
Sam's Tangled Web says he loves Marvel team-ups. They're just fun. They're just a lot of fun. And my comic shop had a whole bunch of them in the dollar bins, so we snagged a few. What do you got there, bub?
Right here is actually she's a shadow. And
Oh, so it looks like it's really a bad guy. It's not really
Can I see?
Vision.
Vision. Oh. You can kind of see at the bottom there. And Vision is sort of fading into this little creepy old monster guy
That's weird.
named Necrodamus. The wretched form of Necrodamus.
Poor Scarlet Witch. Whose turn is it?
I believe it. Oh, it's probably my turn, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry. I will do Marvel Team Up. I'm caught up. I'm getting the connecting covers here. I think it goes like that. So I'm getting the connecting covers here. I will say issue 1 was supremely confusing. They connect like that. See, it's going to spell the word knights. K-N-I. The first issue was really confusing, and I almost was like, maybe it's too confusing for me, but I just love Daredevil too much to give up on it. So I grabbed the second issue, and I will say the second issue is way better, and they're starting to explain a lot of things. I will also say it seems to have probably my 2 favorite villains, Kingpin and Doctor Doom, both seem to make appearances here. That sells me on a lot of good stuff. You got Punisher, you got Daredevil, and then you got those 2 bad guys. It's like, yeah, I'm definitely in for this. And Donny Cates, man, I have faith that he can turn something useful out of this, even though he kind of blew it. In my opinion, the last issue of Death of the Humans was not good. So hopefully he finishes this one strong. Kingpin and Daredevil, Carlito, right? You can't go wrong. I'm finishing season 3 of Daredevil. I've got 1 episode left to watch, so the finale is waiting for me. So who's next? Charlie?
No, me.
Kate?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead.
I have a what if. Jane Foster.
It's a True Believers too. We got
Thor.
Sam's Tangled Web and Bueller have been talking a lot about these cool True Believer issues, and they've done a lot of what ifs lately. So this is the what if Jane Foster found the hammer. What do you like about that one, Kate?
Yeah, it has Jane Foster.
In this household, we definitely like our Jane Foster as Thor. We really do enjoy it. So this is obviously the first real moment when that happens in the comics. Carlito says season 3 was his favorite. It was really good. I will say I wasn't as in love with the prison fight as everybody else was. I still think the fight in the hallway in season 1 and then the extended fight in season 2 are some of my favorites. It's hard to top that for me. The prison fight wasn't bad. It just, I still love those other ones a little bit better. And the church fight with Bullseye was great. I love that one too. So I'm excited for the finale.
Charlie,
can't go wrong with True Believers, says Sam's Tangled Web. And you know what? I think it's going to make an appearance here again soon, Sam. Charlie, what do you got? Of course, what am I thinking? Life with Archie. And it's even got Josie and the Pussycats on the back. Do you know them? The band, Josie and the Pussycats?
Yep.
Because they show up a lot in Archie, right?
Yeah.
So this looks like some mean bullies messing with Betty and Veronica. Is Archie going to save the day?
Some crooks.
What do you like about this one, Chuck?
Well, I really like how it's like Archie's the hero in this one, and usually the girls are.
Uh-huh.
And I really like the cover.
Sure.
How it's like Archie looks really dangerous. It's just he doesn't have anything. He doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't know how to help the girls.
No.
So Charlie's a huge Archie fan. If White Whale just jumped in and Alec, she's already stolen my Archie 700 because she's planning on reading that next. It's good. You will enjoy a lot of little guest stars in that one.
Okay, Charlie, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh, question from Kate.
Hard question.
Who?
Who do you like more, Betty or Veronica?
Ooh, this is the
I
eternal.
like Betty.
Oh, you answered already. I was gonna say this is the eternal boy question: Betty or Veronica. I like to think I got the best of both worlds. I think I married a Veronica who acts like Betty.
Yes, because you said Veronica the other day. I was like,
no,
it's not like
she's the brunette. She's the classic beautiful brunette. But I think she's got the attitude of a Betty.
Yeah.
But
And
I married a
I'm
Veronica who
like
acts like
And
Betty.
then we're both Betty.
Are you both Bettys?
I'm like Betty and Veronica.
You're both together.
Yeah.
All right. White Whale says 700 was really good, and it was really good. That fight between Matt and Bullseye. There's so many good ones in the season so far. But the church one, the newspaper fight, there was a lot of good ones. All right. Who's next? Oops, sorry.
Also, there's one more person that you didn't say
Who?
that sometimes will go into like an Archie series. Her name is Alexandra Cabot.
Oh, I don't remember her. That's her at the bottom down there?
Also, there's Sabrina that comes in.
The teenage witch?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She does show up a bunch.
Sabrina.
All right, so I've got 2 left. I'm going to do Carnage Born, another Donny Cates book. I really enjoyed this, and it is I think just like the Web of Venom book from before, the Venom, I think it's a good way to like bridge storylines and give backstory without wasting any time in the regular Venom series. So the first time it was giving you information on the first host and on this fighting in the Vietnam War. This time it's giving you backstory on how Cletus Cassidy could come alive again, because he definitely was dead. So this is an interesting backstory for him, and I could see how Donny Cates' love for these characters is playing out, because there's definitely a lot of cool backstory there. So yeah, Venom, Carnage Born, Web of Venom. It's a good read. This week, again, no dregs. Everything I read and bought, I've liked. But I have not read Uncanny X-Men 2 yet. So that might be the one that's like breaks my week. I don't know. I'll get around to reading it, but I'm worried it's going to ruin the week. It was a good week. You want to put that one away for you? Kate's turn?
Yeah.
No.
I have another one.
Ooh, True Believers strikes again.
What if the Fantastic Four had not gained their power?
Ooh, so what if the Fantastic Four had no powers? Okay. Was it a good one? What did you like about it?
With the other powers.
You just like them as normal? They got like lasers and stuff.
Yeah, they have like guns and.
Yeah, I see Ben Grimm's carrying some kind of. He's packing heat. And so is Johnny. He's shooting something. They're fighting the monster this way.
And then Reed's like, oh, these ropes are keeping me out of action. But like, if he was Mr. Fantastic, he'd be getting out.
Yeah.
Because I think in the original, he's like, she's turning invisible.
Yeah.
He's on fire, like shooting fireballs at the guy.
Yep.
And he's like jumping on
He's
him.
gonna like punch him or something.
Yeah.
And then he's stretching, right?
Yeah,
Fantastic
he's
stretching.
Stretching to get out of the ropes.
Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, Ryan, Uncanny X-Men is already on issue 2. I think they're doing every 2 weeks, right at the beginning, to sort of like do a mini series to finish off and then start the storyline with the team that they finally pick at the end. You're bumping the table. So they are doing a lot of, X-Men is, as usual in Marvel, they're just vomiting as much as they can at us. Just, take it all. So I did pick up issue 2 just because it was normal price. It wasn't $25 or whatever they were charging in the last one. All right. All right. So that was Kate's second to last one. Charlie, do you have your second to last one? All right.
The new Teen Titans.
New Teen Titans number 16. This is another dollar comic that the girls picked up. Of course, it's got Robin and Starfire, right? Isn't that what's her Star?
Yeah, that's Starfire.
Starfire. It's got all the cool kids in it. Why do you like this one, Char?
Well, it's got a character who they don't really say the name. And it's kind of like a mystery. You have to kind of figure it out. On the cover, it actually has the bad guy. He's right here.
Who is that? I don't know.
I don't know either. But there's apparently a whole pack of him, and he's an alien. And everybody looks like that with purple ropes and everything.
Okay.
And she was an actor, and she fell in love with a guy. And then he went back to his room and called her on the phone and said, I love you, and then had a gun in his hand because that guy was in there, and he didn't know what he was doing.
Gotcha.
And that guy took the gun and shot him.
Oh, goodness.
Seriously?
Yeah, he shot him. So that guy died. But Starfire didn't know, so she went to go get her friends all to meet Franklin.
Oh, my goodness.
Came in there, he's dead, she's crying, and she runs off. And finds the guy who did it, but her friend on the front, who is right here, says, you can't kill him. I won't let you. You'll have to kill me too.
Oh my goodness.
And so she says, it's not fair, and runs away.
Oh my gosh. What an exciting episode. I got to read this one.
Me too.
So I'll trade you the Archie 700 for this?
Yeah.
Can I have the bag? All right. Give me the bag and board. I'm reading New Teen Titans later. Might be my first New Teen Titans I've ever read. 2 things I want to say from the chat. Baxter from Scotland. Baxter Leclerc from Scotland. That is awesome that you're watching all the way from Scotland. It's crazy that YouTube can do this. That this is just so awesome. I hope the weather's not too crazy cold in Scotland. I'm glad that you could join us, though. That's so fantastic. Nerd versus Fat was saying, what do I pick up today? It was a busy week for me. I think Ryan is 100% correct. If you could only pick up one book this week, it's Middle West. Go to your shop, get Middle West. It's a new series from Image. It's issue number 1. You can be right there at the beginning of it. However, my last pick from this week has to be Immortal Hulk, which I am addicted to now. And I've been going back and I've snagged all but one of the Ross covers. So I have the whole run at this point, but I'm missing one Ross cover. So I'm hopefully going to get that last one because I want the set. They're really amazing. This cover is so cool with the red and the green. And then this cover from the week before that the girls thought was so gross, all the pieces of Hulk in jars. If you haven't read Immortal Hulk, I definitely recommend picking it up. I think there's even a trade that just came out last week. It's like the first 5 or 6 issues all in a trade. Really a fun, exciting, a little bit creepy, unusual read. And the new issue has The Absorbing Man, And the Absorbing Man has had some experiments done on him, so there's a lot of backstory on Creel, I think is his name, and you get to see how he became this glowing red. But this cover is so cool. The color work is so wild on this cover, so cool. So that was definitely going to be the one that I need. Carlito, the issue I'm missing, I think, is 4. Thankfully, Jeffrey Comic-Con sent me one of the variant covers, so I was able to read it, and I've got all the issues now. But it's not the Alex Ross one, which I think has Hulk holding 2 cars in the middle of the street, and he's gonna like smash them together. I did get issue 2, which is Spiking. It was on Tom's Hot 10 books from the CBSI. The issue 2 is now like a $30 book, and I had just snagged it for $20 with shipping because I saw it was going up, and I wanted to make sure I could complete my set. Although somebody tagged me that they got it for $1 at their local shop like a week ago. I was like, what? So I have an issue 2, and I've gotten an issue 1 for like $6 or something like that. So I think I paid like $25, and I got issues 1 and 2, which were the other Ross covers I was missing. But I just need issue 4 now. And then I'll have the whole run in his covers, because I really just, his covers are adding a lot to the quality of this story, which is so good.
Oh.
Bake the Snake, good morning. Saturdays are going well.
Carlito says, yes. And we don't say yes. We say, yes, queen.
This is my sister, what she teaches the girls when they go with her. They learn a lot of pop culture, and they get a lot of fun songs that I never let them see, or movies that I never get to. She's the perfect bad influence, my sister. So she taught them, yes, queen. And that's what they've been saying for everything now. It just means yes in our household. So if I say, hey, Kate, do you want to have tacos for dinner? She's like, yes, queen. That's basically what's going on in my house right now. Holy cow, I've got 2 of issue 2, the 2-day release. We have to flip. You should totally, Carlito. Right now, that is hot. I think it was number 6 on their hot 10 list. And it's because it's the first appearance of this doctor who apparently was on the old Lou Ferrigno show and was like he became a version of the Hulk. And it seems like they're bringing him back to potentially make him a similar type character in the Immortal Hulk series. So the fan speculation is that this character could be really important. This Dr. Fry or Fire or something like that. And it's his first appearance. Thank you, Carlito. Yes, queen. So if you have issue 2 and you've got more than 1 copy, flip it and use that money to get something else. Because I looked through eBay, and the one I got, which was issues 2 and 1 together, for $25 with including shipping, was cheaper than most people what they were paying just for issue 2 at this point. Most of them are getting near that $29, $30 with shipping just for issue 2. So take a look, throw it on Instagram and save yourself the fees as well if you can. All right, Kate's got the last comic book, Fantastic Four, which I posted on my Instagram, and somebody said they had just been reading this one as well. It's issue 150, and it was a gift from Big Will. And the girls, of course, would be interested. Any wedding issue is going to be popular at our house. So this is the wedding of Crystal and Pietro, and it looks like Ultron breaking it up as well. So what did you think of this issue, Kate?
Well, I liked it a lot.
That's it? I liked it a lot. I'm all done.
I liked it. There were a lot of FF in this because it's a Fantastic Four issue, but I really like Ultron. I think he's a really good bad guy.
He's a great,
in the movies.
Great villain.
But so that's partially why I liked it.
Was Crystal part of the Fantastic Four at this point? Is that why they're all in this one? Because she was a Fantastic Four member for a little while.
Probably. That's probably why.
Is the Invisible Woman in this issue?
I don't think so.
I think that was.
She is. Yes, she is.
Because sometimes that's the part in history where Crystal was there, but in the Invisible Woman wasn't. Just like there's a part in history when the Thing wasn't there, but She-Hulk was there instead.
Oh yeah. So
they kind of like trade out a little bit like that.
But like the Avengers are here too, so that's probably because Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, nerd versus fat. You're totally right. This Ultron in the back there reaching. He looks like Giant Man with the costume, and he's so huge. It's a great Ultron cover for sure. 25-cent Marvel, man. That's the good stuff.
Charlie, do you have one more?
Bye, Carlito. Thank you for stopping in, man. Yes, Queen. All right, so I am done with my books.
I think we both have one more.
But the girls want to share a Christmas book because my wife was setting up the holiday stuff around the house here. You can kind of see a little Christmas tree over here. And I think that's all that's in the shot. But all around us is a lot of garlands and ornaments and such. I just want to remind, I think there was people asking what the book to pick up this week. Middle West. Grab it. Put it on your pull list. It is great. You will not be disappointed. I'm looking forward to all the fantasy elements.
Kate goes first.
So Kate's got a Christmas book. My wife pulled out all the Christmas books, and her favorite one from the set was
called Santa Mouse.
Santa Mouse.
And
I think there's two in this series. It's a two-part miniseries.
It is. It's a mouse.
Mini
Mouse
series.
series. But this is George from Mommy, I think.
Yes, she got me one.
And it's
I told her I loved that character, and so she gave me
It's
one.
about this little mouse.
Kate.
This is the origin story.
Yeah, he has no friends, and then he has fake friends, and then when he tries to touch them, they disappear like a bubble. And then he gives a piece of cheese to Santa Claus, the kind that makes angels sing. And he gave it to Santa Claus, and then Santa Claus made him Santa Mouse.
There you go. Spoiler alert, guys, just so you know, she's ruining the story for you. Now you don't need to read it.
Cute.
Right?
And then you have to find Santa Mouse at the end. Who can?
Oh. So where's Waldo?
Yeah, where's Santa Mouse?
All right, so that's Kate's pick for good Christmas reading. What's yours, Charlie?
Well, can I say one thing?
Go.
He likes the character so much that Mom made him a stocking and actually sewed
go grab
Santa
it.
Mouse on
Go
it.
grab it. Yeah, so
Yeah, I see it.
my wife is incredibly handy, and she made me a Christmas stocking. I told her I liked this book. I always thought the character was kind of funny, and she sewed a stocking for me.
With
Steve Mouse on.
That's homemade. That is legit. That is crazy homemade goodness there. She sewed this. It's all done up and hangs in the fireplace, and it is a legitimate piece of art right there. So, cheese for Santa, that'll get your presents rescinded. So Charlie's got hers. This is her Christmas book, one of her favorites. Snowmen at Christmas time. At Christmas? Sorry, at Christmas.
at Christmas.
Okay.
And it's all about this little boy who doesn't have a brother or a sister. He just has a dog. So he makes a snowman kit that's him, and a dog that's a snowman. And he goes to bed at night. The snowman comes alive. And then starts like making all these other ones, and then they come alive. And they have like this whole festival at night. They have snow cones, little cupcakes that they made, and it's really cute. They dance. And in the end, everyone has to go home, and there's this really cute picture where there's a mom, and there's actually a baby snowman in the back. And I thought that was really cute. And they're all going home, and in the morning, when he's going outside again, when he's looking out the window with his family, the snowman's right back where it was, right back in the position, just smiling. It's really funny. They even have a snowman Santa Claus.
Oh my goodness. When I was a kid, it seemed like whenever the snowmen or your toys would come alive, it was always dangerous. You got Chucky, or you got some crazy killer monster snow goons. Isn't that what Calvin says? They're the frozen killer monster snow goons. So it's nice to know that when your toys and when your snowmen come to life, they're much nicer than that. Is it sad that I can't remember reading any Christmas books as a kid? No. That's definitely something that's gotten a little more popular with things like The Elf on the Shelf. Very popular. My girls are waiting with bated breath for the elves to show up around here.
Mine's Daisy.
Kate's birthday is Tuesday.
Yeah.
So usually the elves show up around Kate's birthday, the 27th.
Maybe they'll be in a Saturday morning.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll be hanging on the shelves behind us for Saturday morning comics next time.
Elves,
So
wherever you
our
are.
elves are probably on their way here at some point.
Elves, wherever you are, do you like comics?
How could they not? Who doesn't like comics? except for Bill Maher, who doesn't like comics,
What
right?
did he say?
Usually nothing worth listening to. So that's it for today. We went a little bit long. I'm hoping that everybody had a good time and is enjoying their lazy Saturday. And thank you for popping in here to read and talk comics with us. I don't think anybody's got any live streams on today, but if there's something that I missed, feel free to jump in the chat. I know that there's a lot of auctions and things and sales going on. I may have spent all the money that I'll have for Christmas ever, so I don't know that I'm going to have any money to buy things, but I'll certainly be popping in. Tomorrow, I know that Comic Tom has his Sunday Q&A session, and then I know that next week there's obviously New Comic Book Day on White Whale's channel, and our guest will be Bueller, and we'll be doing Dead Man Logan, which I'm woefully behind on my Logan Wolverine storyline. And if somebody has to die, I'm glad that it's Old Man Logan, because I really don't care for that character a whole lot. So I'm hoping that this is a good finale for that character so that we can move on. That would be great. So that's the next big thing we're doing. And then, I've joined The Hunt, apparently. So in 2 weeks, on December 7th, I'll be on The Hunt with Jeffrey Comic-Con, JD, and Mr. Tony Sanders, who's in here right now. So I've got to start looking around for battle covers and try to find that good steal of the week, see if I can get in the chat. But I'll tell you, they were a riot. Go back and watch on Tony's channel last night's episode, because it was really funny. And I was trying to do my best Hulk Nuts impression by just tearing up the chat as best I could and cracking people up. It was a lot of fun. So I'm grateful to be invited to join next week, or 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 weeks. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I hope you all have a nice weekend and don't have to worry about work for a few more days. So hope you get your Christmas shopping done and don't get hurt on Black Friday sales this weekend.
Like and subscribe and comment to and Charlie's contest.
Like, subscribe, comment, and if you have an Art Germ cover that you want to post on your Instagram, just tag Charlie and I. We want to see it. All right, guys. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.